Well, many rules will change when we come to 70 and 80% vaccination. One of them is believed to be the rules around when you are defined as a casual contact of someone and forced to test and isolate or even isolate for 14 days. As I understand it, there is a plan for healthcare workers in particular and perhaps others in the general population to not have to isolate if they are double vaccinated if they are in a venue that a COVID positive person has been in. This, the government hopes, will assist in terms of nursing staffing numbers as our hospitals fill up with the unvaccinated with COVID. Many nurses are now forced to isolate and have to go off work after interactions. And as much as Scott Morrison says he wants Australians to be together for Christmas, in answer to Trudy McIntosh here today, he says that even at 70 and 80% vaccination, state borders are still a matter for the states.
The national plan is not explicit about state border closures. In your view, should they be ended at 70% vaccination, 80%, or are you saying this is a state matter?
Ultimately, everything is a state matter, but I know that there was agreement to the national plan which wants to see Australians come together. And we want to do that safely. This is a safe plan. This is a plan that has been based on the best possible scientific evidence to ensure that we can open safely and connect together again safely. And that is exactly what I would be expecting all of us to be doing.
A few minutes later, the PM revisited this question to make clear he wanted home quarantine for overseas travellers, something which could have state border implications.
Home quarantine needs to be a viable and widespread option for people who are travelling overseas and returning. Indeed, people who are overseas and have been vaccinated with the vaccines that are recognised in Australia. For that to occur, then we need to get these home quarantine models up and running in states and territories across the country. Now that means that people will be able to, in states that aren't locking others out, those states who have moved into those thresholds, there will be the opportunity for people to go and travel and return to Australia and quarantine at home.
Also today, Scott Morrison told the party room to get active in their electorates because an election would be sooner than they thought. But he said he was committed to going full term. Some are taking this to mean a March election, but MPs I've spoken to believe the election is still set for May.